All right, here we are. This is the big finals of the Revolt Royale tournament, and we're talking about no other than JulianK and Rohbrot facing each other. This is the first match we have here in the color purple as the Ottomans. Big Rohbrot here with his Giuseppe Semsi. He's going to be playing here on the left side of this map. And on the right side of the map, we do have JulianK. We are live here on Twitch right now. JulianK is playing on the color cyan or teal, whatever you prefer. I think these things, I don't know if they are synonymous of colors, but he's going to be playing on the color cyan and JulianK playing ports. I think it's a very nice map to be playing. This both seas, both can play on water. His explorer is João Gomes. I suppose that's the original name there. We got 35 food being gathered by Big Julian, and also 40 coin gathered here by the Ottomans. We're gonna soon look at their decks. We do have plenty of whales in this map. We do have 5 whales, plenty of sea here, fish here, even some water treasures as well. The TP line, I think it's out of scope of the... There it is. It's out of scope of the treaty zone, so they only be able to do native allies. You got Akan here for Julian, and also Akan for Rohbrot. And on the top side here, we have 2 Yoruba natives. And the TP line, just so outside their reach, is something they're only going to be able to take only after the treat of 15 minutes is gone. This is we also have some water buffaloes on this map. This is a it's a treaty of no attack, no rush for 15 minutes, and after that they have to be revolted at the 16 minutes mark. If you haven't been followed the revolt tournament, that's the rules. And what else can you see? So you see Julian that is on 2 buffaloes. There's his 3rd buffalo here. Whereas one got stolen. Just in time, and Julian takes it. Rohbrot doesn't care about buffaloes. Okay, I think you can see their decks now. So let's just put the map here. We're looking at Rohbrot's deck. So it has the 3 villagers. We have a marine deck here. We have this beauty, the Mamadai. It's a ship, battleship, a mighty battleship. We also for galleys, the factories, the bombards. We also have the 6 Pahi, 2 covered wagons, and the famous mosque construction and palace intrigue, the church card, and also rendering plant and schooners. So sometimes people will go for schooners first and actually take use of the water, but he decides not to go from that route. Here we go. We got gill nets for Big Rohbrot. And here's this JulianK also going on water. We have a very, very, very strict deck here. Is no room for error. And no surprises. Age 1 schooners. 700 coin, 1,000, 1,600 crates. Upgraded for infantry, heavies, and factories. I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You gotta appreciate that. There's nothing much going on here apart from this 50 coin treasure to be scouted in the map. If it doesn't lose his explorer now, and he does, so he loses explorer. Oh boy, that must be hurtful. Because if you want to send a villager there to take your explorer back, you're gonna lose all this scouting in this map, and that could really hurt him. That could really, really hurt him. We have 6 fishes here. Sending rendering plant already. I've preceded by the 5 rooks. No, he hasn't sent the rooks. He was just housed. That's fair. We got some nice elephants here. After you just saw Izank owning up. What a beautiful game by Ace. That was really nice. A nice comeback as well. See, 7 boats. Second town center right down in the corner here. It's protecting all of this area here. If you hold Alt, I think when it comes to boats, they have a wider range. This is more for terrestrial units defense. I think when it comes to water, sometimes if you put a boat here, with that, I think that town center is still going to be firing at you. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure. If someone in the chat knows, let me know. I have 9 boats here for Julian and 9 boats here for Rohbrot. We also have a forward outpost here. That can actually be something that might start hitting those boats here. Oh, but I don't know. Let's see how the range of those outposts is gonna be like. Okay, it doesn't shoot them. Is it because he's out of range? I'm not sure how it works. Maybe that's all that is, right? You got that range and it is what it is. He managed to get his explorer back somehow. Julian explorer is just scouting his base. We have here 700 coin being shipped by Rohbrot. And in this other side, it's this layout, this replay I don't really enjoy. Like when you're watching a game like this, look at this. There's no difference between cards sent and cards that are not available to you yet. So you have already sent this card. Oh, there is a notification there. I should have missed that. So they let you know by that, but there's no visual cues apart from the hovering dialogue. So 19 boats, that's a lot of boats. And 15 in the other side. Yeah, there's nothing more to say about this. You gotta wait quite a lot. Outpost those ranged attack versus ship boats instead of anti-ship. What do you mean by that? The range is different than when the range to ships is just this within this circle, right? When he has a boats, might have an outer range. I think Julian is prepared, to be honest. I think both of these guys are prepared. I think they got here to the finals. They done the build order. They know what they're doing. So here comes finally the church because he's on 18 villagers. Let's see how many views we got here for Julian. 24 villagers. Remix coming with the subs. Big man. There we go. 700 wood now being sent. Oh, he's at H3. So that's 1,000 wood then. He's also have few traps. Let's see what Rohbrot is up to. I don't think. Oh yeah, has nothing. That's the first upgrade we've seen so far. Yeah, he was just going heavy on water. It's really hard for the Ottomans to come up with this many boats. And he's already having the whale there. This whale is still available. And you have the whale right in the middle here. I guess whoever takes this whale first, I think Julian already did that preemptively. I think you're going to have a small advantage at some point. Because you're going to have 6 minutes with all those 4 villages on coin. And your opponent's not going to be able to take that. So that is definitely something to think about. And also that town center is quite on the edge there. I wonder what's the idea. It's probably because he wants to go for that coin mine there. Bronk with the sub. Let me see if I have sub as well. Actually, I might do. I'm not sure. Probably not. It's only on 1st of October. Town center here being built by Rohbrot right down the water. This choke point here is going to be something that you might see a lot of action here. And you can see that, so there's a pathway is quite short here. And I think they have an overlapping yeah, they do have an overlapping construction area, which is very, very interesting. And then now they start shooting against each other. That's something we have not predicted. And that whale is going to be contested now. Oh, look at that. That's some early aggression from both of these players. Julian managed to take a boat from Rohbrot, but there is nowhere else to go. And he's just going to be forced to take that anyways. He's just microing that as much as he can. There's still a lot of fish here. I think Julian went mainly for the whales. Okay, Rohbrot going to H4, aging up with the Tycoon. Also, the attack, the Galata Tower district from the church, going to increase his there we go. The next one is Topikapi. I don't know. I might be wrong. I wonder if these names are Turkish, so I don't know. I don't know why we don't actually have English names. My game is in English. I would like to see English names. Sending like names from other languages doesn't make sense to me a little bit. But it is what it is. We do have 41 settlers. And we're starting with the factories. Oh. Look at that covering Royale tech coming through. You also have this is for the units, gaslighting. So this is for building. So he did a unit one. And also he's getting gaslighting as well. So his buildings will be able to see further. Let's see if we can actually see how much that is. Mercantilism being sent by him. I think we need to send a church card. We're lacking a lot of things to send. We still have the 2 factories to be sent. We need Palace Intrigue. We definitely need the Mercantilism to be sent straight away. It's coming through right now. Let's see if I can get yeah, visibility wise, you can see it further like from here now. If you compare that to Rohbrot, up to here. It's a very small range, but it does help. Here we go. He got these 2 shipments. He's gonna send factories. He also needs to send the church card as well. He's gonna be really short on that. The good thing about this that the natives actually give you a trickle of experience. So he has a church, and also has a trading post, and whatever else he builds also might really help into his experiencing curve. All the food is converted into 50% of wood and coin. Oh, that's a interesting one. You might actually using an advantage. So you don't actually need to gather that much. If you just exchange all your food right now, you might actually do pretty good for your revolt. That's a very good tech. I wonder if this guy is actually going to see that. Julian doesn't even have it. And Julian is pretty much sending all his shipments that I think he prepared for this. Like he knows exactly what he's doing. And he's probably going to send it to heavies. We have 1 minute 40 for the treaty to end and the battle to start. Yeah. The fish is running out on the water. What else do you see here? You see Rohbrot also taking care of that Yoruba. Visibility there. Is there anything fancy here? Oh, we've got some fires here. What do they give us? So Yoruba legionaries inflict poison damage when attacking in melee. Each Yoruba native unit spawns a clone of itself. All villagers gather wood faster. All native and civilian units heal slowly when close to trees or berry bushes. They heal slowly. All short duration units such as the Azoritas, militiamen, irregulars keep 25% of the HP points, lose less quickly. And ships 2 outpost wagons. That one is okay, but that's too late. So let's say Julian is on 3 mortars, 1 heavy, and 6 covering royales. That's a lot of covering royales. He is definitely prepared for the bombards. No other units being produced just yet. And he's doing more coverings on batches on the back of that. Sent all his shipments. He's ready to revolt. The timing is coming short. We are 3 seconds away. Julian seems that he was going through. He's gonna actually take that outpost straight away. We do have a revolt from Colombia come from Julian. We do have here. Oh my god, I can't click on this. Why? Oh, because I'm on Mother Nature. Robot. 3 bombards. 20 Nizams. And 5 Sipahi. There we go. Factories switch to bombards. He has 30 seconds to revolt. Otherwise, he's automatically lose the match. That's the rules. We're gonna stick to that. See, that's 15 coverings, my friend. That's a lot of coverage. That's a hungry revolt coming through. That is not many. How many he has? He has 5 Maya Hussars, but that's a lot of musketeers right here from Colombia. 73, and there's no Imperial cards coming through just yet. And Robots automatically resigns. That's just so many units, too many coverings. Robot doesn't even have a close mass to deal with this. And he did push very forward, which is kind of made him also losing water with the ironclads, and I think that really hurts. He's gonna have now water control. Julian will be able to take the water, and then also I think he's probably gonna be able to attack this somehow. Plus the mortars on the side, the heavies, and he didn't even use his infantry there. That was a pretty quick fight from all this hype. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game 2 of the Revolt Royale tournament finals. We do have here into the right side of the map in the color cyan, JulianK playing with the Ottomans. So just if you have your right flag over there in the left corner, this is JulianK sitting right here. Now his turn to play with the Ottomans. Ashlan Ali, that's the explorer name. And we have Rohbrot here playing on the left side of the map on the color purple with his favorite civilization, that's Spain. He needs to take this game. He needs his put his morale up, and I think that's. I wonder why he chose to play Spain in this particular map. This is Brad von der Hoge. Suppose we have this TP line here, probably outside of their building zone. We have the water here on the corner. So players will be able to create docks outside their treaty zones. There we go. That's the first dock coming in from Julian. We have a funny island here as well. Funny enough, Bahia is a state of Brazil. That's the state where Brazil was actually discovered. That's where the Portuguese landed first in Brazil. So this is that kind of map. We do have the Jesuit missions here. We did have a lot of Christians coming through Brazil. Yeah, yes, it made sense. We do have Jesuits on both sides. That's a good map, you know. When both cities have Jesuit maps on both sides, it's pretty good. We do have a market here, but these we are looking at Julian's side here. Not many treasures. This is 100 XP. It's a lively island. Yeah, it's pretty barren. Who's taking this? Rohbrot does it. They go. Did not manage to take this time. Let's look at oops, my bad. I want to see what Rohbrot has done on the market. He just got hunting dogs. He looking at his deck now. 3 villagers followed by capitalism. He also has the Viceroyalty of New Spain here, which is the Ascendant card. We got Marvelous Years, which is going to boost productions for 365 days, or in game time, they're going to be seconds. We also have Spanish Gold, Rendering Plant. We also have Trastamara. I actually haven't seen anyone using Trastamara yet. I think that could be quite a maybe to go 24 might not be needed. Maybe want to save for your factories and stuff like that. We got the Hussars. I think we know what's coming through from Spain. I think there is no doubt what's coming through there. JulianK, on the other hand, never fails to amaze us with his preparation deck. He went for 3 Yorooks and probably going to be followed by the 700 coin, and then go to H3, and then later on you're going to send you church cards. So that's only what he needs. That's only things that he brings. And Julian is going full. Gonna get a puppy here, a puppy wolf. Fuck the tame wolf. Now both of them, these guys have a wolf here. That is the only single treasure left, or I lie. There's another one over here, or even this pouch here. Sometimes they say pouch. This is a koyupu. Who pelts are worth 40 coin. Whatever that means. A grove of chili peppers worth 45 coin. And we have some capybaras here, or tapir. They look like capybaras for me. We say capivaras in Portuguese. There we go. That's a small tapir there. I think that's probably the mother. Or be the father. God knows. Let's see. Yeah, got a nice helmet. No fancy skins over here. This is as default as you can get. It does have the funny head though. I don't remember if the Ottoman's default skin does have that head. Okay, let's see. Is there anything new coming through into Rohbrot side here? 700 coin, no 5 views. He dropped an early charge for that trickle experience. You can see his circle here. He got access to 3 mines, 4 mines. So there's quite a lot of mines. They have 2,000 coin for silver mines. Julian has 1, 2, 3, 4 mines as well, but a pretty balanced map. One can say that. He has the 50 wood shipment already. The second one is called the millet system. And he hit the age up button going with the exile prince. That's gonna be a fast age up. And Julian already on 8 boats. that's pretty good, man. I think Rohbrot is gonna be able to spot that right now. It's gonna come to the time where he realizes his opponent is on water. I don't think it's gonna change anything for Rohbrot. He knows what he wants to do. There we go. He knows he's on water. But what can Julian do against Hussars of Death as the Ottomans? He's going to go for Barbary Revolt. Maybe a Barbary Revolt might be able to take it up a little bit against the Cav. That could be a thing. This is a Revolt Royale tournament where players have to revolt at the 16 minutes mark on a 15 minutes treaty time. Here we go. That's the town center here being built. Wait a second. Yeah, because Julian is playing auto. There we go. That's the first town center there. There we go. He's getting the millet system. He's gonna manage to have villagers faster, so everybody, mainly his villagers are on wood, because he probably wants a 3rd town center, and he's making more boats. So he wants to have a little bit of control of the water. We do have 4 whales in this map here. Quite a lot of fish sardines here with 500 food each. I wish I could just select one of them and then use like the kind of button that you select all your fish, and it would tell you how much food you would have in on the water, but there is no such thing. So here comes Spain. He age up with the bishop, that allows him to get a 2nd town center. Straight away going for the Spanish gold. He did manage to go for the 5 villagers as well, but not going to invest on water. I think his plan is just to have a lot of Hussars of Death. And he got the steel traps as well. Could you use mortars across the rocky wall? Would that actually... I don't think he would actually... It's too far away though. Actually on a supremacy map, I think this map is a bit smaller. And I've played some of those maps where there was a passage here, right? So this is a treaty map, so sometimes treaty maps are not exactly the same as they are in a supremacy. So I think they are a little bit larger. You see how much they stretch as well here. It's quite a long stretch here. Yeah, it just wouldn't hit anything. I think with a mortar, to hit that town center, it would have to be right here. So you would have to be within the wall. It's kind of hillside here. So robots sending now. Oh, he's going for marvelous here. Aha. He only has he has 3 town centers. So hear me out. His plan is to make as many villages as possible. We haven't seen this from Robot yet. What is this changing his strategy for something else? Oh, was that? What was that noise? What just happened? Did you hear that? Anyways, and now because it's in marvelous years, look how fast these villagers are coming through the town center. So if you look at the marvelous year card, settlers train and work significantly faster for 365 seconds. Viva la España. So basically, they also gather resources faster. So they are gathering now a 126 food. And if you compare that with the same tax on the market, just double ensuring that 126 to 109. So, but the difference is that Julian has 29 villagers. On top of that, he has 10 boats. But Rohbrot only has 32. So now he's actually getting on top of the villager count. And he's edging up with the cavalry marshal. So I think he's gonna get the 4 or 5. Yeah, he gets 4 or 5. What's the name of the cav? Jesus Christ. Lancers. There we go. Thanks for the input there. You're gonna get 5. I think it's 5 lancers. There we go. 5 lancers it is. I haven't seen this from Rohbrot yet, sending marvelous ears and booming on villagers. So he's going to have a bigger mass when it comes to revolutionaries. And that might be something that he's looking up to support his push, not just completely rely on the cap. So I think because of that, he's probably going to have less cav if he goes for the Hussars of Death. And look at the marvelous ear. It's going to end as the treaty ends right on the clock, man. I don't know if that was something that he planned on, but man, the timing is spotless. That's beautiful to see. So his village is going to be working at maximum condition to the end of this treaty time. And that's pretty impressive. Even like gathering wood at 0.65 seconds here. I did spin this way. It's very good. Very nice. So JulianK is sending now factory after factory. He already, and then followed by the palace intrigue and the most constructions, which is gonna give this hot tax here onto their mosques. And there we go. He's going for the ups for his villages because he's reaching the threshold of 45 max villagers. And after he sends the Zimat, he will be able to have the 70. Oh, actually it was the other one. This is the maximum one. And that quite ahead. There you go. You have covering Royale. I think. Does he want to do a lot of coverings? I think it's sort of standard. I think everyone should do covering Royales when it comes to revolts. People will have a lot of artillery. But how is he gonna deal with the Hussars if the Hussars are coming? That's what I'm really thinking about. So you have here's a little picture on the chat saying that he can get nearly to up to 100 villagers with this build. So Rohbrot now is on 54 villagers. Mercantilism coming strong. He also gonna have the Spanish gold tricking in as well. Plus he has a trickle of coin, which is nice. Now he's sending cavalry combat. No stables just yet. He has one there. He has 6 lancers. Why he has 6 lancers, not just 5? That's interesting. think you're going to go for cavalry cuirass. There we go. That's going to increase I think it gives resistance, right? Like armor for his units. So you can see they have 20% resist. So after Kirk, there we go. HP went up now because he just sent cavalry combat. I think it's 10%. It's not that much, but let's see if it's 10 or 20%. So it's 10% more. So it just pretty much doubled his resistance. JulianK. He stopped building villagers and run out of house population. Oh, that's the thing. You won't be able to make that many villagers if you want to make a lot of cav. You have to choose. You cannot do both, right? But the marvelous is we still help him to actually get the production up. We have the treating we have 30 seconds now for the treaty end, and Julian is already getting prepared here. He's coming through with, dude, that's a lot of bombards. He already has 6 bombards. He managed to put the bombards on the church, sending 2 bombards as well here. That's really nice. And on top of that, he has 3 covering royals. He's making barracks now. And we got 10 seconds to go. Rohbrot, on the other hand, he's on 22 hussars. All his villagers, 68 of them. That's not so shabby here. And he's revolting with Chile. And then we got hussars of that. They have 560 HP and they do 80 damage almost. And there we go. You got the Barbary Revolt. I called it. I think that's probably the best incident. Julian has it. And here comes the fight. The barbarians actually connecting really nicely here against the cav. The big bombards are focusing. They should be focusing on the cav, I suppose. But they actually go for the revolutionaries here. Barbary revolts are doing pretty well against the hussars of that. There's still plenty of bombards left. Only revolutionaries for Rohbrot. Plenty of barbaries here. Still have the nizams. Too much to deal with. I think Julian's taking this big time and he calls it. I called this. I think that's pretty much the best revolt for Ottomans that can do against Spain. Pretty well indeed. Very well executed. Very nice positioning with the bombards, his units. Everything good defense here for Julian. I mean, dude, this guy is something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades, hermanos y hermanas. We are here. This is game 3 of Revolt Royale tournament. We have a Dutch mirror in the color cyan playing here on the bottom side of the map. We do have JulianK, the GOAT. Henry May here. That's his explorer is named. I think that's the default name there. We have here on the northern side of the map playing the color purple, big Rohbrot, Jan de Ruyter. That's his explorer name there. And we're going to be playing on the map Yukon. And then on this map here, though, if we look into Rohbrot's perspective, that's the circle of the treaty. I think they will be able to get a trade post this time. And what else? Nothing else really. There's no natives on this map. But apart from these ones that are further away from their building zone. These are the Klamath settlements. I have no idea what they do, but yeah, they do some funny stuff. I don't think they're gonna be used, in my opinion. They are natives at some point, maybe after you revolt, maybe want to get them for experience. I don't know if you're gonna see this. However, this map has a lot of treasures, and I think how players will deal with the treasures and how they can snap them from your opponent. I think that's going to be the biggest difference. You can see the robots exploring things here on the southern side of the map. There's no treasures over here. There is one there here. We might get 40 XP. But Julian is making his way up here. And he's already going for 75 wood. Looking at the robot's perspective, you can see his deck. The Anfangar deck. Already going for 3 merchants. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is 3 merchants. That's an English word. So why don't you call them Dutch word, whatever that Dutch word for merchants would be? So why would you have called Uruk for the Ottomans? I think those things would be funny. I like that it's actually an English word because I'm actually reading things in English. It makes sense to me, at least. We do have also the Belanda Hitan. Okay. Send some Akan Ancobias and allows them to train in native embassies. Okay. Funny. Also can have Bosniaks. We have heavy fortifications, improved buildings. We have tulip speculation, forts, upgrades, banks, and also extra bank cards here. That's Rohbrot's deck. And I bet with you that JulianK is going to have just few cards in his deck. Let's see. There we go. 3 villagers, wood crates, church card, up for both the skirms and for the cav, factories and wood crates, and the 2 heavies. Let's see what's going on over here with these boys. So Julian's sitting up on this 8 experienced crate there, treasure there. Where is Rohbrot Explorer here? Yeah, also they have the envoys as well, but I can't find Rohbrot's Explorer on the map. Oh, because he's right here. Who's gonna take it? Rohbrot's taking all the damage. JulianK went for the crack shot. And Rohbrot takes it anyway. Rohbrot the GOAT. Oh la la. That was great because now he has a crack shot in his advantage and he'll be able to take us on second treasure. Or did actually Rohbrot actually get the crack shot instead? I felt like it was JulianK's. Actually, it was Rohbrot crack shot. Explains why he actually managed to take it. Very, very nice. So big treasures here. That actually can be taken without crack shots there. But they're both from explorers are on their vicinity. They'll be able to actually spot that. And you actually may be able to use your envoy to help taking those treasures. JulianK is actually on the prowl. He's going to go for it. There's 135 experience here that Rohbrot can take it. Decides to go for the TP instead. Here we go. Only 3 villagers sent so far. We managed to go to H2. And both of these players probably going for the same quartermaster, which allows you to get 400 wood during your age up and settle your banks. There we go. He's going for 700 wood here for JulianK and 700 wood following through for Rohbrot. But Rohbrot is going for the TP instead and straight away going for that 135 XP. That is interesting. The difference is that he only has 2 banks, where JulianK already has 3 and he's already been to his 4th. That's quite a big advantage economically. And that pretty much shows in score there. But this treasure might change things a little bit in how fast you'll be able to send shipments here for Rohbrot. There we go. So Rohbrot sends the bank card. That's what I saw there. Yeah, so he's not going for... Is that 600? He's going for 600 wood as well. He's on 4 banks, so with the 600 wood, he'll be able to do his 5th bank and whatever infrastructure that he might need. He's on hunting dogs. Oh my god, he's going for a 2nd TP. That's pretty interesting. Maybe we might see a church. We already have a church there. We're finally going for church here for Julian. But Julian's been sitting like on 5 banks for a long time. And it doesn't even have the church card. I think the church card... Not the church card, I lied. The bank wagon shipments. I think that I would prefer to have the church card myself instead of the bank wagon, because then it allows me to have the 7 banks without wasting a shipment. Since I have still 8 minutes to go, I prefer this build a lot better. But I do like that. So I think after you get this, you go to H3, you send 1,000 wood, then you can actually get your 2 TPs if you want. So I like that. And he's already can send this. Increase the build limits of banks at the expense of reduced HP. So he doesn't care about HP anyway. I'll just send that straight away. Let's see what's Rohbrot. He's already going for the coffee mill. He's also on 5 banks. He does have extra wood from the 600 wood. Somehow he's being... Did he buy wood? The 600 wood that came... I think because he didn't spend the wood on the bank wagon allows him to get the extra TP. And now he's building his other bank. And now he's taking some economic advantage here with the 6 bank. I wonder if Julian is building more banks. No, you see, now Julian is actually falling behind economically, even though he's been sitting on these bigger banks for longer. And I think that's pretty much where it's probably an economic score lead from Julian. And Julian reached age 3, sending through 1,000 wood. Now managed to get the steel traps, second TP being production. There's a lot of treasures here also to be taken in the map, and Rohbrot is actually on it. He's gonna get a polar bear, which is really gonna help take out the treasure, but he's gonna lose his explorer once again. Rohbrot, no. Oh my god, he survives with 4 HP. Managed to take it down. Now he's gonna get a club bear, and that with that bear. The big Jerome, the tame bear, polar bear. That club bear is a tame bear. And now he'll be able to take this other... Is a villager here, right? I think without the crack shot, you're not going to be able to do it. There are also 2 wolves here to be taken. You get also a wolf puppy, which is not so interesting. But this one gets 20% on your explorer. That's pretty nice. He's going for the native scout, the Cherokee rifleman. Crack shots one of them. And the bandit gunslinger is going to fall down. We have Rohbrot age up here. Follow through by the 1,000 wood. He's on 7 banks already, man. He's already on 7 banks. Julian is on 7 as well. Alright, alright. He's going for an extra hunt here. So they pretty much now have the same buildings, both of them. But I think just because they have 30 pop. Let me see if they have the same housing space as well. They do. Just because Julian started with the more banks early on, he had that score lead. And that's almost 1,000 score lead. Just because he had about 8 or more villagers gathering coin for all this time. That was pretty a solid minute there. You can look at the graph later, but I think his economic score, Julian, is slightly ahead. Even though I think Rohbrot be sitting on more experience and managed to take more treasures. So his experience curve would be better. But I think I would take economic curve anytime. But let's see. Is Explorer is gonna survive this? No. Lose the Explorer. He still has a bear to go here. Can that tame bear take the other one? Maybe with the ajuda of the Cherokee, the help of the Cherokee, he might be okay with that. Here we have a Karankawa scout. Karankawa? I don't know. Okay, Rohbrot, what are you up to? We are sending gaslighting. No, what's the name of this one? Town Watch. The Town Watch is for the villagers. Gaslighting is for the buildings. Here we go. We have some coverings in preparation already. Before his revolt, already preparing that. Wouldn't it be better to just not make coverings right now because you want to send mercantilism? I would actually not do this myself. I want to see if it even gonna send mercantilism. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. And it's going to be important to know that South Africa is banned on this tournament. So both of these players are not going to be able to go for South Africa, which leave very few options, pretty much USA. I think both the guys going to go USA. You can have the I think it's going to be an option. Are you going to go mainly with Reuters? Are you going to be mainly with the skirmishers? So we'll see. So Rohbrot decided to go for military early, where JulianK, on the other hand, did not. And he sent mercantilism instead, which I prefer, because then you're going to be able to send your factories, and he is going to be able to send 1600 wood as well. And look how many resources he's already gathering. He can go to age 5 very, very easily, has all the factories, and with that wood there, he's going to be able to build whatever infrastructure that he needs, plus 1,000 wood for the revolt, and he'll be able to update his factory straight away with the mass productions of heavy cannons, not falconets. There we go, actually found it being built, and then he's probably going to do his revolt, his royale upgrade that costs 250 wood that it doesn't have. However, the wood just coming through, and then he's going to have his royale upgrades right there. And go for covering first. He doesn't want to wait for the resources to come in. And they pretty much clean up all the treasures in the map. Rohbrot, on the other hand, doesn't have resources to send mercantilism, but he's sitting on a very steady 10 covering. That's quite a lot of coverings here for him. And we're gonna have a big military fight from these guys. That's his first factory being dropped in front of his market, and he's sitting on 31 villagers in comparison to 35 villagers from Julian. So a little bit better economic for the villagers. Second factory is already tricking in. Now he has the 5 coverings himself, but Rohbrot already has twice as much as that. And also the difference here, we have a tavern from Julian. You'll be able to make pistoleros, comancheros, arsonists, the cannoneers, and the canurigard. The canurigard, I don't know what that is. It's a mercenary light cavalry from the Kanuri tribe. Mercenaries are typically stronger units that cost coin but expensive and require more population space. They cost 3 pop. It's a light cavalry. So only thing left to send is the cavalry combat. I don't know if we're gonna have time for that. We have 30 seconds for the start of the fight. JulianK is going for skirmishers, expecting robots going for maybe dragoons. Both factories on the productions of heavy cannons. He's making more coverings himself. Robot, on the other hand, he has his beautiful 10 coverings royale. Went for the church card, which gives you 30 blue guards. So he's going for the blue guards first, and the red lancers, which this might go well for Julian because he's going for skirmishers, and musketeers are being heavily countered by that. However, we are still doing coin over here, so we're already gonna have an advantage as well. The revolt has already finished. The treaty has already finished. The revolt of USA has come for Rohbrot, and also the blue guards came for Julian. But on top of that, Julian has 15 skirmishers, and I already have a heavy center factory, or you get a factory. I think with the age up with the USA revolt, I think both of these guys got a fort. They're being dropped, so it's a very strong revolt because you gotta do get a fort. We have 35 revolutionaries here, and it's gonna be an interesting fight here. I want to see how the difference will be the red lancers and the skirmishers, and who's gonna take. It's gonna be a very hard game to see here because of the. Actually, I'm trying to snooze this ad break here. There we go. I managed to catch that just in time. Gonna be hard to see because of the tree here, and the pathing is gonna be horrible for these guys. The score, Julia is almost like 3,000 score lead here. He's explorer on 700 HP. A lot of coverings, and actually has 11 coverings, so 1 extra covering here for Julian. He also what did he send? He went for this. Sends evolutionary sharpshooters and enables them at the forts. So where is his fort? Has he lost his fort? Rohbrot managed to snipe the fort. I think probably was an aggressive fort. Now he could do sharpshooters at the fort, but he no longer has a fort. And he cannot make sharpshooters on the barracks. That's pretty huge for Rohbrot. Yeah, Rohbrot has a shipment. Yeah, he's on... My god, he has a 17 culverins, bro. What is this? And more culverins. This actually will do well against the skirmishers, though. His factories are on wood. He's on 206 pop. And the covering war started. We'll be able to have a better macro. You do have that advantage, but they're very closely together. That they're taking several hits. But Rohbrot with the big mass of coverings taking the advantage here. And the coverings alone is going to be able to do a lot of damage to the infantry as well, as you can see. Forcing Julian away here. I mean, I like that actually at least Rohbrot is not holding up on the coin and actually managed to put his factors on wood, and he's gonna do a covering fight here. And let's see how the covering is gonna do against the skirmishers. Look at this. Managed to kill one. Unfortunately, he didn't actually click on the middle of the units, but he just took one of those that was, and actually Julian with the heavies took a better trade there. Unfortunately for Rohbrot. Here comes the USA flag. He also sent the skirmishers, and now he can make skirmishes here. Revolutionary sharpshooter from USA. The American ones also sent the carbine card here as well. He has 11 of them. What Julian's up to? Oh, nice shot there. Here comes the battle of the culverins. Julian has 4 culverins, 3 culverins. Oh, a bad volley here from Rohbrot to actually manage to hit the explorer. The explorer did soak some of the damage for the culverins. And more culverins coming from the top as well. The units actually fighting each other now. So many heavies for Julian though. If he loses the covering war, Rohbrot's going to be in trouble. We do have the Gatlings doing great work here for Rohbrot. But we're running out of coverings. The heavies is also on the prowl. What's going on? We have no more coverings. Rohbrot lost all the covering. I think the better micro here from Julian. And actually the heavy is now really paying off here for him. Having a big mass of 7 heavy cannons. And 2 coverings on top of that. And 16 sharpshooters. And Rohbrot sitting on 8 of them. He still has some blue guards, and 2 heavies. And he has a lot of resources, but he needs to buy. You need to buy wood, brother, and do something with that coin. I mean, you gotta do it fast. But no. Because he went for this, he's gonna get 5 coverings, and these coverings are super, super strong. And I don't know if Julian has already sent that as well. Has he done so? He has. That's why he was winning on the battle there. But he's gonna lose the fort. He's gonna equalize on the fort. You have 8 heavy cannons now. As long as Rohbrot don't lose those 2 factories, he'll be okay. But he needs the factories for the wood. But I don't think that's a good fight for you, my friend. There's too many of them. The coverings are in the field. There's a massive volley here from Rohbrot. Takes all the infantry. And the infantry is going to go to try to tank here for the coverings. The coverings are shooting. We have to micro this back a little bit. They're in range of those heavies. The heavy shooting also in the flank as well. These are grenadiers, and they're focusing on the factories though. Good macro from Rohbrot, taking down the heavies, but on the cost of his factories. Here comes the militiaman, taking down all the coverings, but the damage of putting the factories forward is really, really costing him right now. And JulianK is committed to take this factory down. He has to. He's on shambles and it falls. And this is 2 factories down from Rohbrot. But he has the military advantage. That's his tempo. He has the coverings. These coverings are super strong. He has the military advantage as well. 2 heavies. He has to push. That's his timing. And he also got a shipment as well out of this. What can he send? 4 coverings up. 4 Gatling guns. But he cannot lose this infantry here. Oh my god, JulianK coming strong. Going with the Prussian Uhlans. And Rohbrot has nothing to stop this. Jesus, is that from the... Is that from the tavern, right? Or is it something else altogether? This gives you lens. I think that's what it was. There's some Uhlans mix in the mix. Yes, 12 Uhlans. And also from the tavern, he has some... Oh, that's the red lancers. It's probably the church card. Oh no. Actually making quite use of the coverings here, taking those heavies. We still have a lot of artillery here. But Rohbrot is really behind when it comes to military now. What does Rohbrot can do? Let's look at Rohbrot's perspective. And he's going for the Bourbon allies. And so many shipments for USA, man. This revolt is insane. What is it? What is he sending right now? I can't really see. Oh, that were on the first page there. 25 Bourbon allies gonna come. And that's gonna help with the cavalry. Plus, the heavies. He has to push. He's on a timer here. He has no factories. He gotta go. This guy's a veteran though. They get promoted. It's go time, baby. We have 2 heavies and 6 covering royals and the 12 and the 25 musketeers there. The covering is gonna meet their end here if they're not careful. Good volley here for Rohbrot. The musketeers are in good position. The grenadiers actually gonna be able to snap a covering here. But the heavies managed to defend that. I don't know. There's a lot of oh my god, that's now comes the carbine cap as well. Shipment for Julian. So you see different timings on what kind of units you're gonna send first. Good micro here for Rohbrot, taking out the coverings. These coverings are stronger, don't forget that. Let's look at Julian's perspective. He has 1200 resources, more coverings, but the heavies are hitting hard on the back end. And JulianK coming with the win, taking the lead here in the 3-0 and takes the tournament. I mean, the GOAT is the GOAT, and very nicely indeed. No hating, we never had time for that. JulianK takes the tournament. Rohbrot managed to take the 2nd place. You see that the factory is a little bit on the back of his base. I prefer this. I wouldn't put my factories forward. You have to have big balls to do such a thing.